And we start with breaking news tonight out of Gaza. The Israeli military says it's carrying out, quote, targeted operations at Al-Shifa hospital. That's the largest hospital in the Strip. And it's been the point of serious controversy in recent weeks. Bombing in and around that area of the hospital has led to a high number of casualties. Israel defending those attacks, accusing Hamas of operating out of Al-Shifa and many other hospitals. The U.S. government says they have information confirming that is true. Hamas and doctors at the hospital, however, they are denying that. President Biden told reporters today that the hospital, quote, must be protected. The Gaza Health Ministry says without electricity, a lot of patients are at a greater risk of dying, including more than 30 premature babies who had to be taken off their incubators. And with no way to get the dead out of the hospital, the director there says they've started to dig a mass grave to bury those decomposing bodies. A lot to get caught up on. NBC's Jay Gray joins us now from Tel Aviv with the latest. So, Jay, what's the latest inside Al-Shifa Hospital? What do we know about this IDF operation?
Yeah, and as you talked about, Stephen, it is a targeted, a very precise operation, according to the Israeli Defense Forces, in a specific area inside that hospital. They say that the team on the ground carrying out this mission includes medics, it includes Arabic speakers, and that this group has been trained to carry out this mission, which would seem to indicate they've been planning this for at least a few days before moving in. We know that they have called on all Hamas terrorists, using their words, inside the hospital to surrender to troops as they move in. And they're also saying that the hospital staff was warned about this before they made the advance to move inside the hospital. It's been talked about for days. There have been airstrikes as well as intense ground fighting all around the hospital. At times, the hospital, which is the largest and most technologically advanced in Gaza, has been surrounded by tanks. And you talked about them digging a mass grave inside the hospital. Doctors have told us that one of the reasons they're doing that is because they're afraid to go outside, afraid it's too dangerous.
IDF really emphasizing the precision, they say, is behind that operation. Jay, I also wanted to ask about the patients, though, specifically those 30 premature babies, at least 30 that we know about. We heard there might be some coordinated effort to try to get them incubators. What do we know about that?
Yeah, and we've just learned, and we want to show you some new video that we're just getting in, that these babies who were removed from the incubators because of a lack of power and oxygen have been placed in incubators and are being moved to an area of the hospital that now has some electricity. So they're moving these babies into an area where they can at least stay in the incubators for an indefinite amount of time. Fuel is so scarce at the hospital, and it's something that they've gone back and forth about over the last several days, but they have moved those patients. What doctors have told us about the hospital is that there are so many, not only the 36 infants, but so many critical need patients inside the hospital that need to be transferred. And there has been negotiations back and forth about how to do that. But to this point, Stephen, there's been just no solid plan to get it done.
Wow, striking video to see all of those babies together, Jay. Also wanted to ask, there's been this confusion about fuel that the IDF says was delivered outside of the hospital, some 300 liters or about 80 gallons, but it's not made its way into the hospital. Do we know why that is? I've seen a couple different reasons so far, but do we know exactly why?
Yeah, look, the IDF has shown videos saying that they dropped off 300 liters of fuel for, and I'm quoting here, urgent medical purposes. But they say Hamas prevented the hospital from gathering that fuel. Now, one of the doctors inside the hospital has said it would take at least 10,000 liters per day, which is just over 2,600 gallons, to run the critical areas of the hospital. And again, that's just for a 24-hour period. And that's why they haven't gone out and taken that fuel inside the hospital, that it's not enough to do any good. One doctor, and I'm quoting him here, saying it's just a drop in the ocean as far as the need for fuel. Now, I know that there have continued to be talks, and we've talked with doctors inside Al-Shifa on and off over the last week about what's going on there. They say that not only fuel, which is obviously key to getting work done there, but that they've run out of medical supplies, that they've run out of water and food. food. We know that in some instances they're being forced to do surgery without anesthesia because they've got to get the critical surgery done, but don't have the proper supplies to do it. They've also, Stephen, for the last week or so, been doing a lot of the surgeries just by the light of their cell phones.
Just keep hearing horror stories out of that hospital. Jay Gray with that breaking news for us tonight. Jay, thank you.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.